The past few years have been absolutely wild for the e-bike world. Every time you turn around, there's a new brand, a new design, and a new promise to change how we get around our cities. One of the brands I've actually spent time riding and testing is Tenways, and today I want to talk to you about one of their most interesting bikes yet, the CGO009. This is very much an urban-focused e-bike aimed at riders who want something that looks good, feels solid, and just works for everyday city life. Now, Tenways is still a pretty young company when you stack them up against some of the big legacy names out there, but they've made a serious impression in a short amount of time. They've built a reputation for offering e-bikes that are surprisingly affordable while still feeling well thought out and dependable. The CGO009 is their latest addition, and it's already picked up the German Design Award for 2026, which tells you right away that there's something special going on here. At the heart of the CGO009 is an aluminum frame, even though at first glance you might think it's carbon. There are no visible welds anywhere, which is kind of Tenways' signature look. They smooth everything out and finish it with a thicker paint job, sometimes matte, so the frame feels really clean and premium. For around €2,200, or roughly $2,250, aluminum makes sense, and honestly, it doesn't feel like a compromise at all. The bike rolls on 55mm tires as standard, and that gives you a nice balance between comfort and efficiency. There's plenty of rubber and air to deal with city streets, sidewalks, and even the occasional gravel path. If you remove the fenders, you can potentially fit even wider tires, which could make the ride even softer. It's the kind of bike where having a second wheel set at home wouldn't be a bad idea. The cruiser-style handlebars are clearly aimed at comfort, and while they're not ideal for real off-road riding, for city cruising, they feel relaxed and easy on the body. Tenways also made sure the CGO009 can carry a rear rack, which is great if you're commuting, running errands, or grabbing groceries on the way home. It also opens the door to longer rides outside the city, where you might want to bring a bit more gear with you. That said, this is still very much a city bike, and that shows in the drivetrain choice. Instead of gears, you get a Gates carbon belt drive. It's clean, quiet, and low maintenance, but you're not shifting gears here. The good news is that the torque sensor does a great job of matching motor power to how hard you pedal, so you can pretty much just hop on and ride without thinking too much about cadence. If needed, belt tension can be adjusted using the sliding dropouts, similar to a single-speed setup, and based on other Tenways bikes I've tested, this should be fairly straightforward. When it comes to the electric side of things, this is where Tenways really shines. The battery is neatly integrated into the downtube and offers 374 watt-hours of capacity. On paper, that doesn't sound huge, but it's paired with a very efficient rear hub motor. The motor puts out the standard 250 watts, with a peak torque of 45 Newton-meters. And while those numbers won't blow you away, the real-world performance is impressive. The motor feels responsive, smooth, and efficient, which helps stretch the range further than you might expect. Tenways claims you can get up to 85 kilometers, or about 53 miles, on a charge, depending on conditions. Of course, range always depends on things like terrain, rider weight, and how hard you push the assist. But from my experience with similar setups, that number is definitely within reach for many riders. Stick close to the assist limit of 25 kilometers per hour, and you'll get the most out of the battery. Rounding things out, the CGO009 comes with a Cell Royal saddle, hydraulic disc brakes, integrated lights, and a built-in theft protection system hidden in the top tube, which is a nice touch for city riders. One important thing to note, especially for those of you watching from the US, is that the CGO009 is currently only available in Europe. That said, Tenways has a habit of bringing their most popular models stateside eventually, so I'll keep an eye on that and update you once I hear more from them.